so.
Hi everyone, this is Sarah. I'm just making sure everything's hooked up because my computer is acting weirdly slow tonight. I'll be right in front of the screen hopefully in a minute.
Oops.
All right, that's okay. Can you see me, Mom?
I sure can.
Okay. Hi everyone. Sarah here with the paper cut. It is Thursday night, so we're here for our Thursday night demo. Started it a little bit different this time because my computer is just being very sluggish. Probably hasn't had an oil change for a while. That's what the guy told me today when I went and picked my car up and I had an oil change, and he said it's sluggish because you haven't had your oil changed in a while. So this is your public service announcement to get your oil changed and don't wait for way past due because otherwise it could cost you. So anyways, tonight's Thursday. What do we have coming up? Well, let's see. First of all, warehouse sale orders. All of them have been shipped. So they should be on their way to you, or you should have received them. Now, if you thought you were supposed to get a Christmas goodie for my mom, there was a ton of paperwork. I mean, she's drowning in paperwork right now. So if you thought you were supposed to get one and you didn't, definitely reach out to us and let us know. But otherwise, I hope you enjoy the gifts that my mom gave you from Sue's Christmas stash. And maybe we'll do that again next year if she has anything left. Anyways,
no, Sarah's speaking out of turn.
Yeah, now I'm speaking out of turn. I'm getting yelled at now.
Oh.
So November 12th is our craft along. It's Get Well cards. Now, I didn't do any more. I'm doing 3 of them. Oh, this one is it's being sluggish going in and out. Anyways, I'm doing 3, but I didn't do any more because this week I was preparing for classes I'm teaching up in Door County tomorrow. And so I was preparing for that. But the good thing about that is I'm teaching just a few people in Wisconsin, so I'm going to take some of those cards and use them for like a Fun Time Thursday, a Christmas card class, because last year I think I was, the wind was out of my sail after the warehouse sale and I just couldn't get back into designing. But this week I was forced to. So it was a good thing because I made a lot of cards in the last 7 days. So let's go down to the table. Sorry, because I'm going to show you, we're going to do some fall cards. And I don't have these posted yet. But, so I should be down on the table.
You are.
Okay.
You are.
So I'm going to do a fall set. And they are going to be, we're going to get them out where we can ship them with with the Get Well craft along. So this is going to be on the Thursday before that. So, but I don't have it posted yet. I'll get it posted this weekend. But it'll be these 3 fall cards. So it'll be this semi-funky fold accordion card. It will be this flip it card. And it will be just this pumpkin card that we used some alcohol ink with the Miri Lava. So yeah, that'll be an autumn craft along, or a Fun Time Thursday, and that will be Thursday, November 10th. We'll be able to ship it with the Get Well craft along, but is on the 12th. And I'll get that posted, and I'll get it instructions posted for if you already ordered, then you might have paid partial shipping already. So now I posted today a mailbox, and said, guess what came in? Somebody did get it right. What came in was the coneflower die. So this is the one that we did in the class that I had the wrong number for on the class sheet, and it was actually discontinued, but I was able to get a run of them. So I did post these online, the cornflower die.
And I just posted a link.
And my mom just posted a link. So that is under the dies on our website. So we're going to make a card, just a quick and easy card with the mini slimline, but then I am going to do a poinsettia card because I had a bunch of poinsettias cut for the class that I'm teaching this weekend. So I'm going to do a poinsettia card too. So anyways, the mini slimline shutter card. We've done shutter cards lately. Shutter card, and some people call them gatefold cards, have two scores, and they fold in and they meet in the middle. This one just happens to be mini slimline size. So first of all, I'm just going to attach my cone flowers together. I like to use 2, sometimes 3 dies piled on top of each other to give a little bit more dimension. And now I can't even, I grabbed a new sheet of micro dot adhesive, and yeah, when it's new, it's harder to find the corners. But you actually have sticky dots that you can use on your projects, unlike mine that was running out. So let's go ahead and attach our cone flowers. I did die cut these out of the 110-pound Neenah Classic crust, so I probably don't even need 3. And I may or may not use 3, I'm not sure. But yeah, I figured I have to make a card with the cone flower, and it's going to be probably similar to the one we did in class with some brush blending. Oh, now I have to use 3 because I already put my second one in there. But the micro dot adhesive, when it's a new sheet, is quite sticky. And you won't get them all over your fingers if you use like a pin to pick these up. I'm not using a pin, which maybe I should be. Okay, there we go. So we're just gonna pile our cone flowers on top of each other. Yeah, I figured that we've been waiting for this die and waiting. And a few people did email me, and honestly, I don't know where that list of people is. So hopefully the people that wanted one are watching tonight and will know that it is in. It was just a nice die because it's all attached as one piece. Did I put that on the wrong side? I did put it on the wrong side, I think. Anyways, I'm piling my cone flowers up on top of each other. Okay, so I'm just going to set that aside for now. So when you're using a shutter card, if you want to stamp all the way across, which I'm not going to stamp all the way across, I'm going to brush blend, but an easy way to do it so it stays shut and so you can get a continuous stamp is you attach a Post-it note on the top and the bottom, on the inside, so your sticky side up. And then you close it, and that keeps it nice and closed. And then if there is just a hair of a gap in there, if you're brush blending or stamping, you're going to get that through onto your Post-it note that's on the inside instead of on the inside. So let's see what colors I have here, because I have a lot of stuff packed up for my weekend. So I don't even know what I have over here. Because I actually got stuff from in here, because this is where I was working to design all my cards. So we're just going to brush blend on here, and we're going to brush blend. I cut out a couple, some of you were right, you guessed mini slimline dies, so I am using the mini slimline layering dies. The person that got this right was Patricia Roscom, so she's going to get a free one of these in the mail next week because I'm going to be out of town tomorrow through Monday. So Patricia, congratulations, you guessed right. So you're going to get the coneflower dye. I thought I should be doing something like autumny, but I wanted to use the coneflower dye. So I'm going to do something similar to what we did before. Actually, hang on a second, because I'm going to do this top one too. And then we will move on to a poinsettia card that I've got. And using kind of the same mini slimline shutter card. I think I had a bunch of, this one probably needs re-inking. But you know what? I'm gonna cover this up anyways, part of it with my coneflower. Not my best brush blending job here. Hang on, let me see if I can find one that just has yellow on it. Because I need more yellow up here. I really need to, after the warehouse sale classes and designing cards, the one thing I need to do is clean my brushes. So I am going to get them in the sink next week and clean them with some Dawn dish soap and let them dry.
So, Sarah,
Yeah.
do you lay awake at night dreaming of what cards and techniques to share with all these lovely artists?
Actually, some days I do. Oh, I just did orange with my yellow.
Mhm.
Darn it. No wonder why that wasn't. They're very orange. But yes, some days, especially Wednesday nights, I am sitting there thinking, what am I going to do tomorrow? So yeah. And this morning when I got up, I mentioned to Ron that I have no idea what I was going to do today. So, and then Becky actually said to me, you know, you haven't done mini slimline shutter cards in a while. I don't see those on very many orders. So then I was like, okay, I know I need to do the coneflower and mini slimline shutter cards. Yeah, I think I can do that.
So you gave up your afternoon naps?
No afternoon naps for me. Nope. They're just not allowed. Not if you all want a demo on Thursday nights. And the poinsettia one that I'm going to do, I just thought about earlier today when I was putting the kits together for my thing tomorrow, because I did a twist and pop card that is a poinsettia card. And so I was like, I can use those pieces. So yeah, usually some of the pieces that I'm using are pieces from other stuff. And that's exactly what the poinsettia is. And many times I do not practice and make sure my card's going to work. So I'm not really happy with that, but we're just going to go with it, because if it was perfect, it would be Hallmark. So yeah, I wanted that more yellow up at the top, but oh well. Stuff happens.
Yeah, hopefully you have a pad and pencil on your bedside table to write down the said dream
No,
card.
I just try and remember it. And sometimes I have also I'm thinking about, oh, did I put this in a certain class kit? So today I came into work and said, Becky, did we put this in this kit? She's like, I think we did. So yeah, we got one out and we checked and we made sure, oh, crudness. We made sure that the piece that I dreamt was missing was in there. So, okay, well I'm going to cover that up with my little coneflower. But now I have a white in between. So now that stayed shut. See how I had a little bit of ink in there from brush blending so much? And by using the Post-it notes on the inside, I didn't get it on the inside. So I'm going to pop that up with foam tape. And I have my big roll of foam tape, and it rips. And it's awesome.
Oh, gosh.
So no, in my little box, there was not a roll of foam tape. It was the dies, the coneflower dies. Normally I don't use so big, but I didn't want it to go flat. So now, when we put this on our card, we're going to make sure to only put tape on half. If we put tape on the whole thing, we'll tape our card shut. And if that happened, then we may as well just use a regular mini slimline card that opened and closed. Oh, and I just did what I said not to do.
Okay,
So-
well, you paper over that, right?
Nope.
Oh,
If
you're
you're
gonna roll it
using
off.
ATG tape,
You can roll it off.
you can roll it off. I'm talking away, and then I do what I just said not to do. All right. You only put tape on half for the shutter cards. Oh, that's what, a little while ago, right before I got on camera, I went out, I meant to go in my stamp room and get a word stamp for on here. Walked out there and was like, what am I doing here? Too much on my mind, and forgot to get my word stamp. So this one is not getting a little word stamp.
Turning into your mother, I hate to tell you.
Oh, jeez.
Yikes.
And I'm going to position that just to cover up my splooch that's up there. And I'm going to turn it over and stick it down. I do have some dots on the top, so I'm not quite sure why. So anyways, I am going to put a little word stamp down here, and knowing my stamp room, I probably have something. So, or knowing this area, I probably have something. So hang on one second. I'm behind you, and I am and shockingly, I cannot find a little word stamp. So anyways, that's gonna wait. Oh no, I did just find it. Hang on. I found what I was looking for.
Should we put the camera back here? So, why you can't find the word stamp?
Okay. So I have this little one. We used this in our class where I gave you different words. So these were pre-printed. And this is birthday wishes, but it'll fit perfectly right down there. And I have a piece of foam tape all pre-cut.
What is the measurement for this card and the score line?
So it is 3.5 by 6. The middle is 3.5. So that means each side is 1.75. So 1.75, 3.5, 1.75. So 1.75 and 3.5 is 5 1/4, right?
I was paying attention to you, Sarah.
1 3/4 plus 3.5. well, 3.5, 4.5, yeah, 5 so 1 3/4, 5 1/4.
1 3/4. The middle is 3.5. Each panel is
Is 1.75, but we sell them pre-cut and scored. So there you have my first Mini Slimline Shutter card, and now let's go on to, because I felt like it's like Christmas time or fall, not Christmas, but we need to do something at least in a season that's coming up instead of spring. So I did cut another of our Mini Slimline. And this one's going to be more of like a clean and simple. This one was a little messier because it was using lots of ink. But this one is going to be, I'm going to go for clean and simple.
So where do I find those cards, Sarah?
They are under Slimline, and then in the box on the top that says Mini Slimline Products.
Okay. I just screwed it.
So I have our Mini Slimline stitched layering dies. Okay, and then I cut out, well actually Becky cut out some poinsettias. So let's see what we can find for poinsettias. There's a bunch of them. And then I also cut out some little like spriggy type stuff and some little leaves to put in there too. So those I just cut out for tonight.
So that would be the white Mini Slimline trifold cards?
Nope, the white Mini Slimline Shutter cards.
Okay.
There's trifold cards and there's shutter cards.
Okay. I found it. Got
Okay.
it.
And then I die cut a joy out, and this is one of our new Christmas words.
Stitched Mini Slimline layering dies. Is that what the dies are called?
Yep.
Stitched.
Yes, ma'am. And this one I'm not offsetting, I'm just piling it up just so it can be a little bit thicker. And that's going to go right here. The layer that I put on the outside of here is red mirror card. Because I have some different, let's see what I have here. Becky was cutting poinsettias out, and she cut a bunch of them out, which is great. So let's just start building our poinsettia.
Sarah, check the Mini Slimline card prices.
Who said that?
Bobby Kendall. What does that mean?
I don't know. Okay, so we have our, I'm just building up our poinsettia. And I do just want adhesive in the middle, so I'm just using a glue thing instead. Let's see what else I have in here. Ooh, she did lots. So here's another size. This is a Impression Obsession poinsettia die. Because if you use just a little bit of tape in the middle, you can pull your leaves up and make it dimensional. Not for mailing, but for it looking pretty. There's 2 sets of poinsettias, I believe. So I'm going to have to save all of these because we will be doing poinsettias in the class that I'm going to teach coming up. So at our warehouse sale in person, somebody said I should do a Christmas cards. So I've got a bunch of Christmas cards ready to go, and I think a few people online here said that too. Probably the wrong type of leaves, but that's okay. I just wanted a little bit of green behind there.
Sarah, they look like two different reds, are they?
Yeah, they are. It's red mirror card and red lava, and I actually had some wild cherry in there too. So I've got red mirror card and red lava. The one that's way in the back is wild cherry. And I wish I would have had like another wild cherry or two, but I just had to go with what was in this little extras bag.
Red Mary card and red lava.
Red lava, yeah.
Thank you.
And yes, I would have put some more wild cherry in there. And now I have these little spriggy things, so I'm going to cut them a little bit smaller. And
she is talented, Kathleen. Sarah is still very talented.
well, thank
Didn't
you.
get that from me.
And I can use a couple that are on here too. You know, I've made so many cards in the last year. Thanks to you guys that have kept me going. So thank you for participating and joining in, because that keeps me going designing more.
Oh, Bobby Kendall said it shows the price is 0 until you
Oh,
order.
yeah, you have to click on it. So yeah, you can bend these up. And I think I have a pearl in here too. Actually, I wish I had a gold pearl. Or a creamy. I know I have a creamy color one. But I don't think I have one in here. But you can bend up your little poinsettia leaves. After it's dry, well, it's wet, they'll just pop up like mine is doing right now. But hang on a second.
Is Spriggy Things a botanical designation?
I think it is. It's my designation.
Okay.
Whether it's the correct designation or not, I don't care. Oh, hang on, I found something better for my middle. I found these little guys. Okay, so now, actually I should have put it on my card first before I built it up, because now I have to turn it over and put tape on just half. Remember that. You should say, Sarah, you remember that.
Okay, let's talk about what was in the box again, Sarah.
So, what was in the box? It was the cornflower dye.
The cornflower.
Cornflower dye. Cornflower dye. The cornflower dye. That was in the class that we did during the sale, and I had the wrong item number, so it was a whole big discussion during that class, trying to find the right cornflower dye. And it's actually a discontinued dye, but I was able to get some made. It's a rubbernecker discontinued dye, and they let me get a whole one run of them made for you all that wanted them. So now they are on our website. until they're gone.
And they're posted, if you
They're
look
posted under dies.
up, and they're also posted in this thread tonight too.
Oh, and in the thread tonight. Okay, good. And it's not like it's going to be a permanent item for me. It's when they're gone, they're gone. So now remember we did that joy earlier? So there we go. That's my version of a as clean as I can get and simple card. I don't do clean and simple very well, but there you have it.
Sarah, is there a matching stamp set for those coneflower dies?
I don't think so. I do not think there is. And if it is, it was probably discontinued also. But I will check, but I do not think there is a matching.
That was rubbernecker, right?
That was rubbernecker, yeah. So, yeah.
Oh, then we'll get into a whole nother big discussion about
Yeah.
that.
So yeah, I don't think, I think that was just a standalone die. And then they switched it to a die that is bigger and has a little bit different shape of the cone flowers. So anyways, there you have it. Our mini slimline shutter cards and they're the cone flower die along with our mini slimline stitched layering die and our new Christmas words.
Yes.
So,
The answer is no, they don't have that rubber stamp.
okay.
Okay.
So anyways, thanks for joining me, guys, and we will see you next week. And I will be posting those autumn cards coming up in the next few days. See you later. Have a great night.